finished chapter 3 of Tarot for Yourself. And there was something interesting that I thought that I really liked. The chapter's called Reading the Card, but really it's not just reading the cards, but it's understanding the elements. So it's kind of a little bit misleading, but the one thing I really liked was it broke down interpreting the suits, and it just gives you like a little synopsis. So what I did was I pulled out some of my watercolors and I started to make these sort of, not cheat cards, but sort of progress cards. So here's the wands, the cups. As you can see, I put the direction that's associated with it, of course the element, the season, and then the corresponding like playing card. And of course I'll fill it up with other information. This is just like my sword and my pentacle. I used a cup to make it the circle, so neat. I tried to just kind of have fun with it because these are like my cheat cards, and it really is just for myself. It's not for anyone else. But the neatest thing about this chapter was it's called Purification with Earth, Water, Air, and Fire. It's an exercise, almost a ritual. So it takes you through. You sort your deck by aces through pages, place them in front of you on a table, and put a ritual object with them. So a candle or wand for fire, a cup of water for water, a stick of incense or knife for air. Incense bothers my nose. I used to really like sandalwood incense, but it made my tightness in my chest, and I must be allergic to something in there. And a coin or small pot of earth, or herbs for earth, so you get lots of choices. So I actually did not have a cup to put water in, and I was kind of disappointed. Like, I didn't want like a drinking cup or something. I wanted a ritual like goblet. So I actually just went on eBay and got this little tiny chalice it has a tree of life on it. I think it's silver plated, but it has a nice weight to it, and it's fairly deep. It's almost like a little egg cup. It probably is an egg cup pattern, but so I have one. And I didn't really have a theme, so I also purchased a little tiny theme just for my own use and playing with it. And it's a cheaply made, basically a dagger. I don't think it's very sharp at all, but it is symbolic, so I wanted one. It's not like I could do anything with it. And I have my own wand that I made myself, which is right here. And I told the story of my wand. It's my great-grandfather planted pecan trees, and so I took one of the pecans, grew my own pecan tree at my old house, and this is actually one of the branches from it. So I made my own wand, and I used beeswax to kind of I sanded it and covered it with beeswax to protect it. And I have sort of these charms. For my coins, it's the Tetragrammaton pendant, and I have my Capricorn symbol. This is in pewter, this is in brass and pewter as well. So those are like my coins. I just keep them there. And I have a beeswax candle. I love beeswax candles, so I actually had a candle as well. Something really, the smell of the candle, I don't know, it brings back something. I never grew up with candles, the real beeswax candles, so it sort of awakened something in my past that really just, the scent of a beeswax candle, it just really, I don't know, there's something in there that I remember, but I don't know what it is. So, past life, something, with beeswax. So, there are 4 sort of parts to the ritual. Purification with earth, breathe in and out through your nose. And then you basically visualize, this is with earth, so earth, moss, and you hold the cards, and then you let one fall. You can do the same thing with water, which is breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. With air, breathe in and out through your mouth. And then breathe in through the mouth and out through the nose for fire. So each deck, each suit, I had to drop a card without looking. I did this all with my eyes closed. So I got the 9 of Pentacles, the 5 of Cups, 2 of Swords, and I got the Knight of Wands. It said to go to the pages, but I left my court cards in there, so I got the Knight of Wands. It doesn't really tell you to pull the court cards out, but it says to the pages, so that was kind of confusing. The chapter ends with a really good list of, it talks about reverse cards, which I know a lot of people struggle with, and it's 13 things you should know about reversals. So it's very, it clarified a lot for me, so the chapter really helped me work through that. The next chapter, it's just the Celtic cross spread, so it talks about using that and what the cards mean. So I don't think I'll talk about that. And the court card personalities, that might be more interesting. That's a lot of work for that one. Then permutations, reading in depth. It's getting complicated, I can tell. Dealing with moods, emotions, and relationships. Prosperity and planning. But yeah, so that is chapter 3, which I thought was a very good chapter. I thought I had mentioned it in the workbook. I'm not sure how many other chapters I will talk about because it starts to get pretty personal. Unless there's something that I think is important to share, I'll do that. But the first 2 chapters I've been very impressed with. And I'll continue working on the book.